Okay, let's continue. Quantitatively one. What is not? Quantitatively one. We are not one with Krishna in quantity. Why? Why?
Because we are part and parcel.
Because we are part of the whole, not the complete. We are not the complete. Krishna is the complete and we are his part. Therefore, we cannot be in the same in quantity. That's the difference. In quality, yes. In quantity, no. We are almost 80% qualities in minute quantity, minute. Why? Why that? 80% minute quantity. So Brahma is also 80% in higher quantity. Those jiva like us. Even though he's jiva, but a higher quantity. He has a higher nature. In terms of intelligence, in terms of duration of life, in terms of everything, is higher than us. If one, then how in Maya? That's the philosophy. Krishna is not in Maya, but we are in Maya. That means that we are less. We are not in the same quantity like Krishna, so we are less. Not even demigod can surpass the Lord. That is the day mantra for. Yes.
Why we cannot put this analogy like now you said one analogy.
Have your mic.
We are now you say that we are part. Krishna is not in Maya,
Yes.
but we are in Maya. This itself proves that we are not quantitatively one with Krishna. Why this will not equalize to the quality of Krishna? Like Krishna is not in Maya, I am in Maya. That's why I am not qualitatively equal with Krishna. Why this analogy will not fit to that?
No. No. Because we are spirit soul, why would not be the same with Krishna? Krishna is spirit, the supreme spirit, and we are small spirit. Why would not be the same in quality? If Krishna is spirit, we are spirit. Why not the same quality? And if you are not the same in quality, then what makes you a spirit? What makes blue not green? What makes blue not green? Or green, not yellow? Because it's not. It's not. If it is green, then it should be green. We are spiritual sparks, therefore we have the same quality like Krishna. But because we are part of one of the whole, we have some differences that come influence to be in Maya, but he is the complete Lord of the Master, but Maya he cannot be. That's the difference. We are spirit, then you say spirit. If you are not spirit, then you are not spirit. Yes, that is the knowledge. Achintya-bheda-bheda-tattva, first coined by Jiva Goswami. The living entities are qualitatively one with the Supreme Lord, just as the sparks of the fire are qualitatively one with the fire, because it's fire. So it's fire. Yeah, the sparks are not the fire, the complete fire, as far as the quantity is concerned. For the quantity of heat and light present in the sparks is not equal to that in fire. That's the difference. All right? Perfect form of oneness. Perfect form of oneness.
only difference is suppose Supreme Personality Godhead and we are a spark of the Supreme Soul. So where the difference is here we are with the three modes of nature. That is where we are doing everything which is wrong also. But what he is doing, it is 100% correct. Is it so or anything else?
That is our philosophy. That is our philosophy. He's triadish. Krishna is triadish. Like one of his names, triadish, is about the master of the trees. Three modes of nature, three Purushas, three planetary systems. He's the Lord. That's our philosophy. Yes. Perfect one form of oneness means what? We serve the interest of the Lord and attain real enjoyment. As we are meant for enjoyment. Anandamayo Yasat. That is our nature. That's our nature. That is oneness. The result of achieving this oneness. What's the result of achieving this oneness? We'll get rid of all sorts of illusion, mohaḥ, and lamentation, śoka. Create unity out of all diverse interests. This is powerful. No material miseries and no more birth and death. Finish. The opposite. What's the opposite? The effect of rejecting this oneness of Krishna. It makes one a godless civilization arising from illusion and always full of anxieties. Anxiety. That's what we get. There's no alternative. The Supreme Atma or Soul is the Lord Himself, and the minute Atma is a living entity. The Supreme Atma or Paramatma alone maintains all the individual minute beings. For the Supreme Lord wants to derive pleasure out of their affection. That means that Krishna is missing all of us in the material world. Can you see our problem? All of us individually, Krishna wants to enjoy with us. And we are denying Krishna of that enjoyment. Is that fair? Is that fair? No.
Not fair.
Therefore, Prabhupada said, back home, back to Godhead. To do what? To give Krishna that pleasure He wants from us. If we don't do that, we are disobedient. We're disobedient. Let's do that. Go back home, back to Godhead. To give Krishna that pleasure. And we will enjoy with Him. We will enjoy. That's the way to enjoy. That many people do not know.
What enjoyment he wants? Krishna.
What enjoyment Krishna wants from us? Krishna wants to play with you in the forest, heading the cows and eating rasgulas, not from Govindas. Made by Yashoda. Can you imagine that? Yashoda. Cooking. When Satimata cooked for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu after initiation in Advaita Acharya's house, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu looked at the prasad and he said, this prasad, we don't need to eat it. Just to see it alone, pure love for Godhead. Can you imagine? Such a matter cooked. Mahaprabhu said yes. There's no scholar who can describe and give names to the preparation that he made. Just to see the prasadam made, that is enough. That is enough. You don't need to eat it. You don't want that? Krishna, the cowhead boys, they would take prasadam. Oh, Krishna. This one, your mother didn't make this one. Take. And Krishna will take it and eat. You don't like that? Very sweet. We play together. The cowhead boys, they play with Krishna, they fight with Krishna, not to beat him, is to give him pleasure. Yes, he's missing that. Let us go back, Hare Krishna, and give him that pleasure then. And as there is no difference between the energy and the energetic, there is the sense of oneness. Without heat and light, there is no meaning of fire. And yet heat and light from the analytical point of view are different from fire. But in synthesis, heat, light, and fire are all the same one thing. The Sanskrit words found here, ekatvam anupaśyataḥ, mean to see the unity of the living entities from the viewpoint of the revealed scriptures. Every individual spark of the Supreme Whole has almost 80% of the non-qualities of the whole. 80%. But they are not as good as the Lord, the Supreme Lord. These qualities are present in minute quantity, as in the living entity is but a minute spark, part and parcel of the whole. This is like the drop of water and the ocean. If the individual living being were equal both in quality and quantity, then there will be no question of the living entities being submerged by the influence of material energy. Ekatvam being in one respect, being in any respect, ekatvam, being in any respect. Therefore, ekatvam does not mean that a living being is equal in all respect with the Supreme Lord. It means in a broader sense that there is one interest, just as in a family, the interest of all the members is one. One in interest. There is no clash of interest in spiritual life. The spiritual entities are meant for enjoyment, but by nature, by constitution, every living being, both the Supreme Lord and each different part and parcel, is meant for enjoyment eternally. The living beings who are encaged in the material tabernacle are also seeking enjoyment always, but they are seeking their enjoyment on a platform which is not meant for them. Aside from this material world, there is a spiritual platform where the Supreme Being is enjoying with his innumerable associates. Krishna is enjoying with his innumerable associates. We don't want to go there.
Yes.
Without any trace of material qualities. That platform is called Nirguna. On the Nirguna platform, there is no clash of enjoyment. Here in the material world, there is always a clash between different individual beings, because here the center of enjoyment is missed. The center of enjoyment is the Supreme Lord, who is the center of the sublime and spiritual rasa dance. We are all meant for enjoying him. and for enjoying life with one transcendental interest and without any class. That is the highest platform of spiritual interest, and as soon as such a perfect form of oneness is realized, there can be no question of illusion or lamentation. No illusion, no lamentation. Right? Ekatvam. The word oneness, ekatvam, does not mean only one entity and nothing else, but rather one entity with everything else as it is, as its attribute, as ekatvam. Yes. Right? If there is any such absolute oneness, then there is no question of someone teaching and someone learning the subject of Upanishad. Differences is it, but interest is one. Right? The oneness in discussion can be better explained in terms of a particular relationship, as is evident by the following example. Rama Sugriva Aikyam. There is oneness of Rama and Sugriva. Is it not? Their oneness is their friends. They do things in common, but their individuality remains. Ram is still the supreme, and Sugriva is the servant. That is there eternally. Well, suppose all of us become one. Suppose all of us here become one. Where will be interaction? Interaction. How? If all of us become one, we are all now one. And all of us in this room become one. Just one now.
Oh, just one.
Yes. Who will speak? Who will hear? Huh? Who will cook? Who will eat? Who will serve? Who will accept? There's no interaction, nothing.
There's no reciprocation.
No reciprocation. You just but how will you enjoy that? What is enjoyment without interaction? What is enjoyment? Huh? Who gave me some fruit? I'm going to tell you I will remember him. But because we are one, how will I remember him? Who will remember who? Who will eat who? See? See ignorance. So, so the people say, well, we will be free from all illusion. We're free from all illusion if we apply the principle. Otherwise, we'll be in illusion. A godless civilization arising from illusion, and we'll all be full of anxiety if you don't understand the principle of oneness with Krishna. All right? Sublime and spiritual rasa dance. What is it? Krishna is in the center. The real center of enjoyment is Krishna. No class. If Krishna is in the center and all of us join, there is no clash. No fighting, no argument. Everybody is participating. It is sweet. Prabhupada said, we are all meant to join him and enjoy life with one transcendental interest and without any class. You see the purport. The purport. This is oneness. Anything beyond this is what is illusion. And illusion will bring anxiety because we are going to act foolishly. Acting foolishly will not bring enjoyment. No clash of interests. There is no clash of interest in spiritual life, Prabhupada said. No clash. The spiritual entities are meant for enjoyment by nature, by constitution. Every living being, both the Supreme Lord and its different part and parcel, is meant for enjoyment eternally, not sometimes, eternally. Eternally. The center of enjoyment is the Supreme Lord, who is the center of the sublime and spiritual residence. We are all meant for joining Him and for enjoying life with one transcendental interest without any clash. Maya or illusion means a godless civilization. Godless civilization. That is Maya. A godless civilization sponsored by modern politicians is always full of anxieties. And that is the law of nature. No one can surpass this law, as is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Only those who surrender unto the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord can overcome the stringent laws of nature. If, therefore, we wish to get rid of all sorts of illusion and anxiety and create unity of all diverse interests, we must bring God into all our activities. We must bring God into all of our activities. Is it correct? Is it not? Thank you.
Whereas when practically we see, I'm not offending anyone, but in our Western society, preaching, I have been staying in so many centers also. Still, there is difficult to oneness. One devotee is understanding another argument, and in teaching center, this is going on. How actually practically it is possible? So each other by cooperate each other, we can go ahead. The proper wisdom. It is practically really very difficult. Now we are facing problems.
Let us study Bhagavad Gita 4:35. If you don't understand that best, we cannot be unified. Bhagavad Gita 4:35. 35.
45.
35.
35.
Yes. And Prabhupada wanted us to be united. Unity in diversity. But diversity is going on. No unity. Why diversity is going, no unity? What's the cause of that? That was the question. Because you never understood that we are all Krishna's parts and parcels, very dear to Krishna. If I see you as a Krishna's dear parts, will I misuse you? Will I abuse you? No. If I don't see you like that, then I can't do anything. That is the problem. Want to read it? Read it out.
Having obtained real knowledge from a self-realized soul, you will never fall again into such illusion. For by this knowledge you will see that all living beings are but part of the Supreme, or in other words, that they are mine. In purport, the result of...
Not the purport. This purport is okay. At least you understand this one. What is Krishna is saying? What is real knowledge? What is real knowledge? Real knowledge means that we are saying all living entities are dear servant to Krishna, very dear servant to Krishna. Especially he wrote an offering to Srila Prabhupada, and he mentioned many things. One of them he said, "My dear Srila Prabhupada, if I really love you, I will take care of all your devotees. All your devotees.
All your devotees.
All of you. All Hare Krishna devotees. All Hare Krishna devotees. Prabhupada, if I really love you, I will take care of all your devotees. Hare Krishna devotees. That is a sign that you love the Father. Is that what we do? You're different, I'm different. We're all different. I'm better than you are better than you are this. Always complaining about each other. Because we don't see Krishna in the center. That means we don't have the knowledge. Bhakti says we should go approach a guru to get the knowledge. And if you get the knowledge, this is what the experience we have. If you have gotten that knowledge, this will be our experience. Not just philosophy. In reality, we will see things like this. And if we start seeing things like this, how will our movement be? How would our Krishna conscious life be? If we start seeing things like this and acting like this. Vaikuntha. And that is what Prabhupada gave to us. He gave us Vaikuntha as atmosphere.
The leaders will be strong, the leader of who is guiding all the devotees.
All of us should be strong. All of us. We shouldn't wait for the leaders. We should not wait for the leader. Nothing will happen. All of us should be understanding this. Because the knowledge is not given only to it's given to all of us. We are studying this. So we have to represent this. Is it not? What do you think?
We are all part and parcel of Krishna, our Supreme Lord. It is mentioned there. So all devotees should feel that we are from one place.
Yes.
We all are same.
Yes.
There are nothing discrimination on these things.
If I see you as we see you in relation with Krishna, so see all of you in relation with Krishna and act like that. Yes. If I see you and just turn my face, where will be unity? In Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 30, Text number 8, proper mention in the purport. Because we are leaning towards material things, that is why unity is difficult to maintain. We are leaning towards material things. We are leaning towards material things. So unity is difficult. 438. Canto 4, Chapter 30, Text 8. 8. Leaning towards material things, not towards Krishna. Anyone who is following Krishna's way will not have this mentality. So in that base, Krishna is using the word friendly dealings. Friendly dealings. I'm very pleased with you. I'm very pleased with you. Friendly. So be friends. Recognizing Krishna is the center. Krishna is the center. And all of us are connected with him. That is unity. That's unity. ekatvam. Anupaśyataḥ. We see equality. Is it clear? Okay, let's take it another verse for today. Mantra 8. Mantra 8. Mantra 8. Translation. Read the translation.
Such a person must factually know the greatest of all the personality of Godhead, who is unembodied, omniscient, beyond reproach, without blame, pure, uncontaminated, self-sufficient, philosopher, and who has been fulfilling everyone's desires since time immemorial.
Very good. Thank you. This is inconceivable attributes of the Lord. Mantra 8 describes how an exalted pure devotee of the Lord sees the Lord after it was described in Mantra 6 and 7 about his vision of the world and the living entities in relation to the Lord. Akāyam means, what does it mean?
Without body.
What's the real meaning? Unembodied, not because I have no body. We already discovered the Lord has
Body.
yes. So akāyam means he is unembodied. He does not have. He doesn't have material body. Yes. Not given a material body by the material nature. We have been given material body by material nature. Jandra Arudani Mayaya. The Trinity has given us this body. We are sitting on this machine. And the machine is carrying us everywhere. Everywhere. Everywhere means our sinful activities and the consequence reactions which we get from it. Right? No body means no veins. Krishna has no veins. Yes.
But he was bleeding.
Very good. Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Very good.
When Vishnu shot the arrows.
Yes. Very good.
How to understand?
Yes. How do we understand that? Not only bleeding, he was sweating.
Oh.
Yes. Right? He was sweating. Because yes, that is what Bhishmadev wants to see. Like Prahlad Maharaj, he put the Lord in the pillar. Prahlad put the Lord Singhadev in the pillar. So Bhishmadev want to see that. Why? He's cheating the Mayavadis, the impersonalists, who think that the Lord is ordinary person. He's cheating them. He's saying the Lord is ordinary person. Oh, see, yeah, there's blood. Yes. He's sweating. Yeah. He's running, doing activities. Yes. But the Lord is beyond all that. Asnāviraṃ. Asnāviraṃ. Why then repetition? Teacher. He is akāyam. Student. Oh, he doesn't have a body? Teacher. He is asnāviraṃ. Student. Okay, not a body like us. Yes. Having veins. He doesn't have a body like us. Right? That is why he can run faster than anyone who has legs. All of us who have legs cannot catch him because he doesn't have material legs. There's a verse about Gita. Gita Mahaprabhu, he told Advaita was trying to understand what is this verse. Gita Mahaprabhu himself has to come and explain it for Advaita. Which verse is that? Which verse? Sarvata pānīpadam tat. Sarvata pānīpadam tat. Everywhere are my hands and feet. Sarvato ashishira mukham. Everywhere, my face, my head. Sarvato shutimal loke. My ears, everywhere. Sarvama britya tishtati. In this way, the super soul exists, pervading everything. Yesterday, a proper saying, Krishna is everything. That's correct. It's approved in Gita. That is chapter 13, text 14. Yes. That is Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He has a body, but his body is not material. He has all the senses, but the senses are not material. He has enjoyment. His enjoyment is not material. Everything about him, it is transcendental, completely spiritual. But you also see Krishna, not only the blood, you also see Krishna, that Krishna tells lie. Is it not? Krishna tells lies, not lie. Lies. Many. Every day. Is it not true? Is it true or not?
To understand him is very difficult. To understand Krishna is very difficult.
Yes.
That's a before Prabhupada there is no Krishna devotee more. Before Prabhupada there is no more Krishna devotee. Because to understand him is difficult.
For Gita 1154. 1154. 1154. Read it. This is the mic. Read it.
My dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am, standing before you and can thus be seen directly. Only in this way can you enter into the mysteries of my understanding.
Only by undivided devotional service. Yes. One can enter into the mysteries of my understanding as I'm standing directly with you, face to face. Because he didn't say devotional service, he said undivided. The same thing, one pinpointed devotional service. To understand the question.
No duality, only strong faith.
Yes. Yes. Undivided. Focus. Complete absorption in Krishna. And this become a reality. Nothing can compare with the transcendental form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. His form is so great, Pratima, that nothing can compare with him. A king prays to the Lord, I thought I was glorifying you by choice poetry, but now when I behold your form, I understand my praise was an insult. It is like comparing the emperor with the landlord of a village. This is your realization. Your realization after seeing the Lord. Right? The philosophical and anatomical structure of the body of a living being must have a mechanical construction with veins and so forth in the embodiment. But in the transcendental body of the Lord, there is nothing like veins. It is clearly stated here that he is unembodied. That means that there is no difference between his body and the soul. Nor does he accept the body by the law of nature as we do. There's a difference. He doesn't accept material body. Nothing is imposed on him. Nothing. Everything is imposed on us. But Brahma described Krishna in Brahma Samhita. Lord Krishna imposes all the reactions for sinful activities upon us. At the same time, he burns the reaction of his devotees to ashes. The same Lord. The same person is doing that. Non-devotees will get all the reaction. For devotees, no reactions for activities. That's the Lord. So nothing affects him. But we all are affected by the three modes of nature. Krishna has three robes which he used in binding all conditioned souls. Only Mother Yashoda can bind him also. Only Mother Yashoda. And Srimati, only two persons can bind him. But they didn't use the robe he used in binding us. Yes, they use love in binding Krishna. You want to tie Krishna up. What's the robe? Yes. Yes. Bhakti-viddham. Then Bhakti-viddham. Nothing else.
Two ropes. One is bhakti and other is love.
Yes. Yes. There is nothing like a difference of body and mind in the Supreme Lord. He is a complete whole, and his mind and body and he himself are all one and the same. No different. The same. The same. This formlessness means that he has no form like ours, or that he is devoid of a form which we can perceive. In the Brahma Samhita, it is further said that the Lord can do anything and everything with any one of the part of his body. Which one? Which one is that? You sing this every day now, so everybody should know it. Angane yashasa kalendria briti manti. This you sing every day. This one. This is this one. Yes, everybody should remember it. You should remember this. Any part of his body can do anything. Right? Krishna eat with glance. With glance, Krishna eat. And with glance also he can?
Here also.
Yes, with glance, Krishna can do what? How did Krishna impregnate material nature? How did he do it?
By seeing,
Yes, 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 no. Anywhere he can do anything. Yes, with any of his energy, with any of his hand, he doesn't need Sudarshan Chakra. Krishna used Sudarshan Chakra to kill. He used his hand also to kill. Not only Sudarshan Chakra, with his hand. Kamsa's washerman. Kamsa washerman insulted Krishna. And he told Krishna, today I spare you because you are a little boy. Tomorrow, if you ask for a king's purpose, I will just, as he used his hand like that, Krishna used his hand to cut off his head. With his hand, Krishna plucked off his head off from his body. He was dead on the ground. Krishna comes as a dry cleaner. You know who he is? You know who is that person? Who is that? Comes as dry cleaner. Krishna killed with his hand. The Brahmana who blasphemed Lord Machandra in Treta Yuga. He came in Krishna Lila. And Krishna cut off his head. He was insulting Krishna. Krishna dealt with him. All right? This means that the Lord can walk with his hands. He can walk with his hand. He can accept a thing by his legs. He can see by his hands and feet. And he can eat by his eyes. In the Shruti mantras, it is said that he has no hands and no legs like us. But he has a different type of hand and leg, by which he can accept all that we offer him and walk faster than anyone, anywhere. These things are confirmed in this mantra of Sri Isopanisad by the use of words like omnipotent. Krishna is omnipotent. The Lord Sri Vigraha is worshipable form, which is installed in the temples by authorized acharyas who have realized the Lord in terms of mantra 7. He is also non-different from the original form of the Lord. The original form of the Lord is that of Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna expands himself by an unlimited number of forms like Baldev, Ram, Nrsimha, Varaha, etc. And all of these are one and the same personality of Godhead. Akāyam, unembodied. Asnāviraṃ, without veins. The Lord has an eternal and transcendental form, akāyam. His form is not similar to the forms of mundane world, not formless. He is devoid of a form we can conceive of. That is Christianity. He is devoid of the form we can see. There is no difference between his body and his soul. He is the complete whole, and his mind body and he himself are one and
Same.
all one and the same. The same. The body, the mind, the self, the same. The same. All the same. No difference. Asnāviraṃ. The anatomy of a material body must have a mechanical construction with veins and so forth. But the transcendental body of the Lord, the Supreme Lord, has nothing like veins. There's no veins. Must he have veins to act if he's the Supreme Lord? If he's the Supreme, must he have veins? He is completely independent to do anything and everything according to his will. By his will, he can do anything. Yes. We need certain things to function, but Krishna does not need all those things. That is Krishna. If he's Krishna, then he should be like that. Without subtle body and without gross body. So he has a spiritual body. Spiritual body. A yogi can pass through this hole. Right? What about Krishna? Who gave that power to the yogi? He's limited? Krishna is limited? No. So we should understand Krishna's position. Krishna is chukram, omnipotent, and kavir, omniscient. Chukram. Each and every part of his body can do the work of the other senses. Brahma Samhita 5:32. Archa Vigraha, manifestation of the omnipotence and omniscience of the Lord. The Lord accepts all our offerings and sees all our activities and reciprocates in the form as a deity standing there. I had, when Srila Prabhupada installed the Krishna Balaram temple in Vrindavan, then he told devotees after the installation in lecture, now your problem is finished. It's finished. So devotees say, how? When you have problem,
Come to Krishna.
tell him, tell Radha Madhava. Tell him, tell Radha Madhava, this is my problem. This is my weakness. I need your help in this area. In this, we should be personal. Tell him or tell them. Radha Madhava. Tell them. You will get a response or not?
Yes.
Huh?
Directly not.
You will get response or not?
My response is
If you are sincere, you
Yes.
really get response.
Yes. Yes, you get. You get. Because the Lord is a person. It's not a statue. It's not marble. It's not metal. It's not wood. He is directly
Person.
the Supreme Person. So if you break the hand of the deity, so when you break the hand of the deity, then you've broken Krishna's hand. Is it not?
practically it is.
Do you understand my question? Do you understand my question?
Yes. Yes.
The Lord is directly standing there in the altar we worship every day. He's seeing us. He's reciprocating with our services, our dealings. He's reciprocating. So he's a person, he has feelings. Our offering is accepting. Our prayers is rewarding. Right? So he broke the deity's hand. I have broken Krishna's hand.
Yes. Yes.
Krishna has no hand now. You have to go to doctor to... Huh? Is it not?
He is Supreme Personality of Godhead.
You broke Krishna's hand.
That is
So
right.
Krishna has no two hands again, the only one hand remaining. Is it not? What is it?
In one sense, we really broken his hand. In another sense, we really didn't broke his hand.
I think, I think the philosophy is there to cover us up. Yes, what else? Prabhu, you broke Krishna's hand.
Yes.
So you cut off Krishna's hand. So Krishna has one hand now, not complete. Where's the complete whole now? One hand is off.
Will connect. That is by love and affection. If some part in proper history, some part there is no finger that was worshipped by your devotee. Prabhupada tell me that is naturally, if you know something is broken, it is not worshipable. Srila Prabhupada told, give this deity and we will make it and we will worship. That means by
That's
love.
London, Israel.
London, London.
Israel. So he broke Krishna's finger. So Prabhupada has to fix it. Otherwise, Krishna had 9 fingers instead of 10. Is it not? Please tell me, I want to hear from you.
This is love, like Yashoda Mata, if I will not feed my child, he will die.
Krishna's hand is broken. That is my question.
By love, I have my love, I am not thinking he is my, my child, not.
You want Prabhu to speak. They're all looking at you. They want you. With his disciples. He has broken Krishna's hand. So Krishna has one hand instead of two. That was my question. And you're all going around. What do you think, Prabhu?
Someone is giving you the answer that you're looking for.
Yes. Yeah, he gave a change. So.
We can hear from more often. There's different possible answers, but he is the most important teacher, so we should.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yes, the deity is there, is reciprocating. So he's a person, he has feelings and everything is going on as a person. If we break the hand, we have not broken Krishna's hand. That is the marble we have broken, not Krishna. Krishna's hand cannot be broken by anyone. It's the marble we have broken, not Krishna's hand. When we offend the deity, the personality of deity will leave the personality of deity will leave the body. Yes.
There is no Krishna. No.
That is not Krishna. That is marble you have broken. That is metal you have broken, not Krishna. No one can break Krishna's hand. If he is spiritual, how can you break it? Krishna will leave. If you become offensive to the deities, Krishna will leave. Yes. I have practical experience of that many times because I've been serving deities for years. I have so many beautiful stories of the deities. Wonderful, practical stories.
He leaves and again
Of
comes
deities.
and not come. He leaves, again comes.
Yes, if you do the necessary thing, then he comes. We call him back. Yes.
Any practical experience you have, which is
Many.
directly
For the deities, many.
very, so okay, if you can tell one at least.
Okay, we are talking about this particular one. This particular one we are talking about, breaking the hand. Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Just not completely agree with what you just said.
Yeah.
Srila Prabhupada writes in this Sri Isopanisad, and this is one of the most important sentences you'll ever hear about the deity.
Hmm.
The Archa Vigraha
Hmm.
of the Lord descends at the request of the Acharya
Hmm.
and works exactly in the original way of the Lord by virtue of the Lord's omnipotence.
Very good.
So, what does that mean? That the Archa Vigraha of the Lord descends. What do you think that means?
The Lord enter into the deity directly. He enters.
Well, we knew you know. What does it mean? Somebody is carving a deity? There's people all over India carving deities.
Yes.
Is that actually Archa Vigraha?
No,
No.
Not yet.
Yes.
just a statue.
Yes.
This is a very subtle point.
Yes.
Only the pure devotee can call out to Krishna, please descend into this statue.
Yes.
And we were told in a Bhagavatam class the other day, such a beautiful comment. I can't remember her name. She's GBC Mataji.
Dina Sharan.
Whatever.
Dina Sharan.
Whatever her name. She said that as Prabhupada was preparing to leave this world, he called out to Krishna and said, "My dear Lord, I asked you to appear, and you did enter into the deity's Archa Vigraha. You did. And now, I'm so concerned because I am leaving. Will they be able to take care of you in the right way?" That's what Prabhupada was worried about. Something to really meditate on.
Yes.
This concept of Archa Vigraha.
Hmm.
Because I think you once said, devotees walk by, the doors are open, and they just keep chatting.
Hmm.
They're not even realizing they're in front of God.
Right.
They have no consciousness of it. And
Yes. Is it clear? Hmm? Just a minute. Don't worry. Don't worry. The pure devotee calls the Lord to enter. So when we see the sculptures carving and this, you see they put the Lord between their feet and filing. That is not the deity you are worshipping. That's metal. That's metal. It becomes deity when the pure devotee asks the Lord to enter. And the Lord has entered. And as Prabhupada is very concerned, the deities are nicely taken care of. They will give us all the blessings, all the necessary things that we required, which is going on. One day, in Nigeria, one temple president told me, they're having difficulties in taking care of the deities. Can we reduce the worship to Sundays? Can we reduce the services to Sundays? Only on Sundays we can bring the deity to the altar and do the service, and other days, because we are few, we can do like that. So I told His Holiness Bhakti Maharaj that this is what one devotee is saying. Then he wrote me back. Do you think if you do like that, you'll be getting all the things the deities have been given to you? Do you think if you reduce his worship, you'll be getting all the same thing have been given to you? Do you understand? The answer is no. Therefore, don't do that. You understand? This is just one. You want me to tell you? I said I have so many. Do you think that the deities have been giving you so many things? So if you reduce his service, you think he'll be giving you the same things? No. No. Is that a marble?
No.
Oh? It's what?
Krishna.
Krishna. Yes. The Lord has brought, the devotee has brought the Lord there, and he is doing his work for us. Our duty is to, yes. Yes, Prabhu.
I just wanted to tell, something came to my mind. Tribhuvanam, the disciple of Srila Prabhupada.
See the mic. See the mic.
Tribhuvanam. He's actually Irish. He came, he was from Longford.
Hare Krishna. And he was serving as a pujari in Vrindavan. And he was testing, I don't know which deity, but he put a pin into the body of the deity, and he was flung far away.
Yes.
Yeah,
Where did you hear that story?
Yeah.
Where did you hear that story from?
He told it to my brother-in-law.
He personally told you
Yeah.
that because he tried to paint?
You put a pin.
He put a pin by dressing the deities.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yes.
Which wouldn't have made any sense.
Yes.
Maharaj,
Yes.
Right
actually,
behind you. Look.
the deities, sometimes we paint deities. Paint deities.
Yes, yes.
That time, we are considering him to be Sakshat Krishna.
Yes.
But when they paint deity, when they clean deity's eyes, they use pin, they ask sorry, all this stuff, they have mantra, they have apāra, they are asking and then only they are doing. But is that right to use the pin in the eyes,
No.
clean and
No.
then paint?
So obvious.
Yes.
You're asking a question that is so obvious, even you know the answer. You
Yeah.
stick a pin in your eye?
No,
All
no.
right, so then,
Yes.
okay, so.
If he's a Lord.
Would you do that if you loved someone?
No,
Would you stick
no,
a
no.
pin in the person you loved in their eye?
No.
Well.
But they say the
but
answer
we
that.
ask questions, well, we already know the answers if we just take a moment to think.
No. But we see, I saw in one temple, they done this, they say, gave me answer that we are making the deity more beautiful, so Lord will
There's
not.
other ways to clean. That's all. There's other ways to clean the eye besides a pin.
When they paint, the emsal will be there here, to clean the emsal completely.
I understand what you asked. No pin is needed. These are mental concoctions and ultimately offenses.
Yeah.
You heard the story of this great devotee who accidentally put a pin in the deity and was flung. That should have been the answer.
He served the deities, Radha, Shamsun, and Vrindavan for years. The table of
a
service.
very advanced
Yes.
soul,
Yes.
special devotee, a Prabhupada disciple.
Yes.
And
For
the
years.
answer is
We're
in
doing
that
that.
story he created. It happened to him.
Yes.
Amazing.
I have many of that also. Many persons of that also. But I want to tell another one quick. Deity leaving the personality of deity leaving the deities because of offenses. That was just in Lagos, Nigeria.
If you
Wait, you know why that happened to Tribhuvanam? Because the Lord knew he loved him and he was teaching him. If someone doesn't love the deity and is just or see the deity as an idol, maybe the Lord won't fling him.
he does not like this
They
anyone.
may not give him that mercy.
Yes, he will remain there in his foolishness, and nothing will happen. Yes.
Whereas in Astasaki are there, and Radharani, Lalita Visakha, we are suppose Pujari in male body. Actually, in which mood one should decorate and wearing the dress to Radharani Astasaki? Because we are in body platform. Actually, what is the pure mood? So you can dress up, decorate, because Pujari is in the male body. Actually, this was my doubt. Here.
I was speaking, I never finished. And it's a different chapter altogether.
Why do you decorate the deity?
And how to, in which mood, because we are in male body, Astasaki female body, what is our mood to dress them? The practical, it has a Brahman Diksha, and I will decorate how is the mood, because
If you can't get past the idiotic bodily concept of a man and a woman, then don't be a pujari. Please. That's too near to be allowed on the altar.
Many people have asked me the same question. Many people, they have asked me the same question before.
Oh my God, that is disgusting. I can't even imagine. That's so disgusting.
Yes. Many devotees, they ask me the same question. In fact, the first time they asked me the question, I was surprised because I never thought of it. So, why is somebody asking me this question? Then I said, okay, like Prabhu said, in the body. I never thought of it. I've been doing deitism since I joined the movement. I didn't have the feeling like that. Until the devotee asked me this question, then I have to think properly to answer it, to give him the answer. Like Prabhu said, we are still on the body. That is why it's only Brahmanas who worship the deities. Why Brahmana? It's not a discrimination. Why Brahmanas? Brahmanas' qualities, 1842. Brahmanas' qualities. Yes. Brahmana is self-control. He is self-control. His purity. The qualities are there. He's sama. He's equal. He's pure. Tapasya, very clean. Pure, clean. He knows the theoretical and practical aspect of Krishna. So he knows the divine consciousness is taken to the altar. So he's free. So he's not going there thinking, I'm a male and brahmachari, I'm going to take care of a saki. That is not in the head. So one who is having that consciousness is risky to serve the deities. Yes. He said, because we are projecting that negativity on the body of the pure devotees. It's not correct.
The qualification of pujari should be very high. For position,
Brahmana. Only Brahmanas who worship the deities. Only Brahmanas. Yes, Lord.
I just give one other type of example. ISKCON has many artists. Many artists, right? Almost none of them were ever trained by Prabhupada. There's only a handful of artists left on the planet that were actually trained how to paint a transcendental form of the Lord. And it was, the way they were trained was they had to do sketches and Prabhupada would either approve them or reject them. So there's certain aspects of transcendental art. Now today, all over ISKCON, nobody knows this. Nobody knows those standards. At least with the Pujari department, deity department, the standards are known. We don't have in ISKCON an art department, so therefore artists do all kinds of things. And when I see their artwork, sometimes it looks like cartoonish. Sometimes it looks like sensual. Sometimes it looks like muscular. Different kinds of art. These artists have no training on what is accepted by Prabhupada, pure devotee. So we're going to have to, in ISKCON, have an art department the way we have a deity department. Otherwise, it'll just be mental concoctions in decorating the deity or decorating
Krishna in art form. So this is one major department that has to be created in this kingdom. Hasn't been created yet.
Yes.
Not yet. If it had been created, the remaining BDT artists would have been the experts in training officially by the whole GBC and by the whole BDT. How is it that they have not created an art department? I keep asking myself. So I'm going to keep trying to bring this up.
Yes. Yeah, very important.
We have to do this before they leave the planet, or
Right.
everyone is messed up.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Sri Isopanisad ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanandi.